Newcastle for answer at the Manchester United bobuku so. Because we share Manchester United ni Newcastle on last 6 games are Manchester winning mu baako pe. And they move 5 Newcastle winning. So a check how Newcastle dominating Manchester United recently. And for the first time since 1931, Newcastle for it me a double league over Manchester United. Our match Manchester United home and away. The last time you say Newcastle ye be etia Manchester United, 1931. And to say dear, Manchester United in Newcastle games, you know, so clear say Newcastle dominating Manchester United. But again, game na me witness say, you know, idea na amorum di ra game you know, na enye bad. By problem ni say profiles now or person mo execute sa approach you know, was wrong. Because Manchester United, if it is amorum before bobuku no, ayene 3 back na obo. Against Newcastle, the coach decided so obey any say obone 3 back no aye learn euro and they operate as a left center back, Mazraoui as the right center back, and the 3 defenders and answer 3 back no do ogina finfin kwesi broni beka so ye sweeper no na ye Lindelof. Anytime be a Manchester United be initiate attack no, coach no instruct Lindelof say omo attack bia na on free tire ho na on beka manuo ugate ho e won finfin ho eno na be allow Christian Eriksen so betima push akonanim no akoka Bruno Fernandes and Garnacho ho. So anytime be a Manchester United for be build up on be sha say so mba attack bia no abrantie friend say Lindelof e wo so beka manuo ugate ho na omo dane the 2 deep central midfielders are omo na be sha say dictate the game a progressing the game at the Manchester United. That was idea Manchester United under Ruben Amorim. And now you saw they in the build up. By problem omo facing here say ken. Manchester United players also omo build up no omo goalkeeper. Say o pressing the kakra bi obey mistake. Abrante friend say Ugarte ni Lindelof. Omo ball skills ni so. Omo ball retention skills ni eni so. So ekoye for the man Newcastle say Newcastle for who say Manchester United for players I say omo build it from the back and family ni mo no omo kra ball na o press omo kakra bi omo ho kire omo. So adia Newcastle for year will give him here say omo be press Manchester United high e Manchester United and kasa half. Now in the process of omo pressing no Newcastle decided say omo be very aggressive in omo pressing so omo press Manchester e Manchester United half. At the same time omo be command to man and ube hu Isaac ube hu Harvey Benz one Murphy Joe Linton one Bruno Guimaraes sa players when na press Manchester United for e man kasa half. Abrom ye very aggressive and man to man. And Manchester United lose a lot of balls. And Manchester United a lot of mistakes and errors. Man kasa chiro because players I say omon build up no omu kra ball na o press your man on be panic on be mistake. And tikin onim asiri se me wo game nim. Onim see a ball game ni nyina wie no. Manchester United lose possession 50 times. Wo danger zone. Manchester United danger zone man kasa half no. Manchester lose ball na 50 times. And unusual. And you're very poor on the part of Manchester United say, yeah, bobo. Opponent ne press or one kasa half lose ball in 50 times. So for Manchester United goalkeeper. And I'm say on to me pass it very well. O pressing obey a mistake, you know. Manchester United goalkeeper only 2 after so mo drop nana no. Or my pass in 57. 57 no onim say emu 30 say. Emu 30 say because o pressing goalkeeper ne pe either say the ball ne beche. And also be a mistake. So Manchester United team no, adia Newcastle for the beat your man no, how mo press here after 90 minutes, na Manchester United lose possession 50 times. Man kasa half. And a show clearly say, Papa ever said Ruben Amorim or changing the style of play. Because can one say Ruben Amorim better Manchester United bobuku no. Ye ka coaches are and as a teamer, omo lose possession man kasa half. We Crystal Palace for Manchester United. If it is a Ruben Amorim better Manchester United, Crystal Palace ne lose possession more times our man kasa half. We omo free way Manchester United. So it means say Manchester United under Ruben Amorim say omo build it from the back omo ye very poor and e can who be na Manchester United. E lose possession bebree. E can who be no lose e consider sa cheap goals any mistakes omo ye. To be honest with you, 4-1 against Newcastle, a lot of mistakes and Kuya and from Manchester United Manchester was almost show money coach na was also san insano. Na oya dia players be feel comfortable because Mano got Temone, Lindelof no omu players omu crabo now press your man on be panic no my a lot of mistakes. Chelsea also go 2-2 against Ipswich Town. A game back to be honest, na me say Chelsea be win the game no. By a ball 90 minutes ni na wie no. Na Chelsea akwa draw. Chelsea target ye say ye bebo season na wie no. I was so qualified to the UEFA Champions League next season. Good for the English clubs. And now UEFA coefficient, say England for the 5 slots. And UEFA Champions League next season. And you most likely Liverpool ni Arsenal the qualify for Champions League next season. So among clubs Chelsea, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, and Man City. Clubs we no be pre 3 slots. No, I'm so ba me and Sani betima qualify for next season UEFA Champions League. And to say we Chelsea na o pesa about Champions League ya ntine fie and draw against Ipswich. No disrespect to Ipswich bobuku no. And na me de say na we video say Chelsea na nkasa supporters at the time and yoma mu ye den de mo no. Chelsea supporters tia players na de omo nye say mu fi coach ni instruction because the coach na tro omo no emfa results no embrate me friend say Chelsea. Adia ba ko ha Chelsea this season na ye me ya. Aye, the kind of points be at Chelsea are dropping, and what's the points and said Chelsea lose. Omani Ipswich coming away, 6 points. Ipswich are 4. Watch Chelsea back, Abba draw was Stamford Bridge. Chelsea any Crystal Palace ball fee, some match and said Chelsea ball draw or draw ye. Chelsea etne feeling Nottingham Forest ball 1-1. Some match and said Chelsea ball draw or draw sa game no. How will lose to Ipswich? Anyhow, on the bomb of boy, I went to me and say, these are games and then he said Chelsea a drop of points. These are games and then he said Chelsea a draw. Across the Chelsea Bobukuno. And say so, I so clear say Chelsea defensively omonya strong. And how we defending a shaky kakra, Chelsea conceded goals. Omonya the best defensive side this season in the Premier League. And say Chelsea bobo na omo conceded goal, no omo ye errors e we chrewa. E ya dia yehu. By baby I had Chelsea kesiye pano. And for say Chelsea defensively omonya strong no. Attacking third also sway. Because the entire 20 clubs or more Premier League, team or say big chances can see a Chelsea 73. Chelsea say chances I can say every single club in the Premier League, which are wrong on the part of Chelsea. And to match what Chelsea consider goals are number of chances and kawaso mo de share and they countered your consider not Chelsea as no. So 20 clubs are more competing for the Premier League. There was say chances can see a Chelsea 73. And to akwa koyebo bokua etire ho mo consider any one so chances ebeba no omuntimi utilize e ka hu bi ma you say ken the chances of Chelsea qualifying for the UEFA Champions League next season akwa den because some matches aka no emu edene papa Chelsea matches aka obebo Fulham away obebo Everton obebo Newcastle obebo Manchester United no akwa wie Nottingham Forest only na compete so obe qualify for UEFA Champions League if Chelsea any Enzo Maresca o Man City ma ken Chelsea and Shea are not Champions League, or meant to me and qualify because the rate are almost say chances. Anyhow, we consider goals, or meant to mean dominate a phases of playing cycle, no Chelsea ain't mean dominate. Barcelona could win 1-0 away against Leganes. Very important 3 points for Barcelona. And yeah, Barcelona team who say almost dominated the entire 90 minutes. Because Leganes match, and for Leganes struggle with the Spanish Premier La Liga. Na akwa ding. Team B obako share Leganes, most especially the top clubs, Eya na Edilson obako share Leganes, mufie. Most especially playing against Barcelona. Barcelona struggled to play against low block teams. In the first 45 minutes, the performance of Barcelona wasn't the best because Barca ain't me enya control na omo pe won finfio no. Barca shasia with Pedri, Eric Garcia, and Femi Lopez. Sa 3 players we no omo ntimi ma sa total control na open no because Eric Garcia na jebo a open simple pass no we gina ye on person obey mistake. Femi Lopez episode moving into space enti nipa na also control game no onya any support obi an complement Pedri. So the first 45 minutes Barca ntimi in control game na said you omo because oyi Pedri free wa Femi Lopez na Eric Garcia no ntimi in complement no emo mu control game no won finfio. So first half Barca ntimi nya control no omo no. Barca in the first 45 minutes. Obetisa Rahu. No, a lot of mistakes. Dioman dene tata Rahu enti ma Barcelona chiro na sheki kakra. So the first half we say Barcelona chiro no omo consider chances. Not me friends Leganes create na we say omo threaten Barcelona. And Barcelona in the first 45 minutes, omo final third no. Na unya sa coordination no. Omo anim no bi apeso o shego. Enti Arsenal Barcelona in entirely the first 45 minutes, omo ntimi ambobo na yinim se Barcelona ebo no. E kan hu bi na first half. Barca about 0 shot on target. But in the second half, I who say Frankie Dion Bemono, and Barcelona shall say omo control game ne kakra, omo timi create decent chances, the pressure to Leganiso. So 3 points now Barcelona akwakunyano, enye total dominance, but very important. But can game now Barcelona winning, you know. Szczesny, Inigo Martinez, big credit to them. Szczesny, you know, ne story ne fe. Owo Arsenal yemfane nyehwe yesi onyade. Oko Juventus or Jim Crew, I see defenders na ebuano. Wa retire from football. Barca goalkeeper kwa kupra. Yes, he a goalkeeper na amanaba. At the time I says ni dimba na Barcelona majority of our fans name says ni. By ne who says ni saying. Arguably one of the best ever the Spanish Premier La Liga. Set over 22 games, 12 clean sheets, un lose game. La Liga, Champions League, Copa del Rey, Barcelona. Abrante defense says ni e bo mama do sa level. Mikaye passer says ni ba Barcelona. O kan say pressure on no you mistakes. Na ontimi embo sa ball playing ni bi ontimi sweepy. By papa, your friend say Jose Ramon de la Fuente. On a Barcelona for goalkeeper's trainer. Was sa Abrante win the ball. They say so ye enyam nwa say oje man of the match against Leganes because oye crucial saves are ebo Barcelona and you talk of Inigo Martinez. Eyeme dey say Friday no onse ne ye kana asem. Oye last man tackle. Sa tackle no ye you know. It is said you be a go.
When I'm Madrid for instance, strike and was some papa.
And there be a credit my Inigo Martinez.
I must say, Bajabo, Quadri, and be a bar.
Inigo Martinez.
Others was okay.
Because our last man tackle we know. It is said you be a go.
Yes, Yapanasa.
And Yapanasa, a Barcelona player and a yard. I am one person with credit by Inigo Martinez.
Was okay.
Mate,
almost your non qua.
Monfa credit.
Yes, Rahim Sterling crowd, when you had your crowd better.
Monfa credit my Inigo Martinez. Born a Branty Bono. Na Barcelona chiro na omu leader e ya Rahu ana Kubasi future by say Adane omu leader we chiro abeye Inigo Martinez and it's our two players Szczesny Inigo Martinez 3 points ne dey to me omu na ye adwuma ni na
but I say Kwame Inigo Martinez no Barca omu best players in about this season na say oya on son hero na asem ko fa dwemba no so bebre
yes
say we defend it better. I don't know one defending. We know about could be concha. We say in Kabasa player the obeyers and Kobe Jina so no attend Oboko Nipanum. To me, but to the
simple play.
No, Abesenko.
German coaches, what they know how to do, most of them, they build a machine first. On building machine in one. One really offer average player or be machine in one or be exceptional player. Jürgen Klopp team no building with Liverpool. They be kept on telling people, say, if you are not careful, you will term Andrew Robertson as the best left full back in the world. But he was ordinary. But see, the system is there. We build the system, not the tool. Into Obio Babeshe will be a bekas on him born. Gerard Martin, Onya de Bako Krau. But Sebastian team no more bomb and ultimately say, was a system ni mo no bobo. German coaches, so we build a system. Yeah. System ninya fawia obia betnya ba behim obebo boni. That's why I love some of these coaches. Hwe amenka some chill. Inigo Martinez sa tackle no ye no. Ball no na Gerard Martin na bench striker no. Now, experience onibi. It is a Gerard Martin and Kobedi playing in James Musa boy na kwa bobo ne dia hye. Now, Inigo Martinez sprinted gidi. Odruwana oh yes, I tackle na any mamienu. Tackle na oye no onimadia oye say a bit nyaba so be do red card, but does he care? He does not care. Referee 4 minutes at so you have 91 minutes. So the red card. Barcelona said Barcelona maintaining the 4 points. For so many was main found make the red card. If I get the ball right, I am a hero. He did not care because Ken Fanese and Cabon Kwasha and Kane Camino didn't come away. In Barcelona was 68 points. In Madrid was 66 points. 2 points per El Clasico. Barcelona last game of the season. Omokwa let's go Bilbao few. Hey, and you more de brutal. And it's a for fun and yet trasa. It is a tackle nangwa. In Camino Kase can command 2 points per. Can we be able to miss? Everything about that game had to do with Inigo Martinez because I started the game, 12 minutes. Buena Oshe Lehanis number 10, Rubber. Or for Bobby Danny no train for wings view. And then, first chance of Munya Antimera, Echo Boy, Hoja Station, ye same way, It was such a difficult game. Such games, you need or plus individual skills. Wait, a Gerard Martin inexperience anka Echo. Nenso so per the experience of Inigo Martinez, that crucial 2 points. You may see, we have a discussion about our 2 points, and that 2 points, a play win at the mom. Madrid ni Alaves. Anyone you know me worker. Come, Ken. Me too worried about Rodrigo Goes ni goes to do. Me name what is happening. Tibia me kwat na Madrid game me chia me bumper say, Charlie, I want this guy to come back to normal. I was counting my kind Ken said 20 games was I want go pay. 20 games. I am worried about him. Because Rodrigo Goes, he's one guy, so what form one. Or yet Juma de Madrid team, defensively, offensively. But the goals are not coming. Nemo, the highlights and the major one in the game. Hey, Kylian Mbappe tackle no koyen ken mempe Madrid ni Barcelona sa nkomona ya na nkofudi no. Hwe ken me kasha nyame num nyam se koma me ni wudi. Say Alaves player and a kotia Kylian Mbappe a ka by this time Florentino Perez nka omu bebu bulale ga dan kra se nka nkofo no yem omu be 10 years. The tackle was bad. Na Soto Grado die, I am extremely disappointed in that referee. Say, the report or trace him say it was just a normal tackle. Yeah. I understand. Mbappe once said that's so boy, the intention it was not intentional. I understand. But should the impacts? We nyamia don't keep what said boy in the career. Into such instances, no, La Liga match, let's say, referee, write it, Uchra, Ebiomits me and said 3-4 games, a idea or this season, and get Korea, I'm going to Tefi, also was Stampo, Necradia Nene, West, sir. Referee is some more Spanish La Liga, and I told the beer me whom we cry. Young call man, you give me 2022. Yeah, discussions, Eric Ten Hag, Manchester United, first game. And omo boy na Brighton be show omo 1-0 a 2-1 and it's United as so started bio someone started bio ne say lose this started but and Eric Ten Hag watch this very carefully. Second game na Brentford above Manchester United 4-0 na di here na the goal no almost start here di here ye hunso di here ye hunso na United the defense no enye and no nedi ahomtia Manchester United had to go and pay over 60 million pounds for Casemiro. Casemiro ye torne ba say team no enyunu they were conceding chances. Listen to this. The word and the reason why they went for Casemiro was that the team was conceding chances since to say conceding chances near bad then we should bring in Casemiro. Number stoppers had you know. Casemiro by Uncle Siaga. Okay. Some of this Manchester United defensive problems. And then Alessandro Martinez ne guys ni na buy. Ekwesi saying. Yankwesi baby. Okay. Let me bring you back again. 2 years ago, near some Manchester United problems ni na defensive na Harry Maguire. Yet the 2 years Maguire da pass da Maguire crown bobi crani e pa dia kwa question say on Manchester United e concede chances. Say enye Maguire bio. Andre Onana. When are we going to stop individualizing Manchester United's problems? I want to ask these questions. I understand. Onana no dey say we losing the form. But individualism. Let's look at the solution. So let's look at the problems once and for all. Because last year, Ken, what him say a season, you know, Manchester United share 57 goals, conceded 58 goals last year. Amorim ba was 49 goals, was conceded 48 goals. Ten Hag the same, Amorim the same.
Amorim omo guna ni masio.
Ono na egu no hu animu asa na so omo na egu no hu animu asa.
Ba bi odu ya na wiase nyina hu ni se coach say ba wiase nkura no ba ko nie. Ebi to Villas Boas. So when you care for career no. Enti say United and Amfadia the next one any big club. Said every boss the Quanam Tottenham clubs and I can later so a president in my Porto. So Amorim the and a hard drink because we be him so yadi.
Okay.
Ana dear Mitchell Manchester who's a coach no yadi. But team no enkoyi. So
that is why I make us say you see my problem is that Manchester no ye per se yen scapegoat obi Maguire de nyame chance say de na so adwo no ye de akwahye obi omo per scapegoat him too much Casemiro ba no nya de ana oba it say other the players ni nyina ba Manchester United omo they come with a good prospect omo ba no more talent na
When Di Maria mo ina ba
exactly. So they have a problem we need to start analyzing, not just Andrew and you're in a problem no. The problem has persisted. And say even the here, say he got 4 kind of no. It got to some point in time, and almost was he was considering chances and goals be over. Next share before. Well, anyway, the year Fali Ramadani on the Koulibaly ni Edouard Mendy moko Saudi Arabia. Inti Ebia Ramadani any agent. I don't know. You see, Ramadani were links for Saudi Arabia a lot, and again, Manchester United was so torn.
And no, Old Trafford.
Yeah, so I mean,
current.
Yes, Saudi bets me on 35, 40.
So almost on 50.
Yeah, so say the unya 50, unya bear 40 cry, you take it.
Unana.
But me, I want him to live. He should live.
You say that's a bit.
Obi Rako, now for Frona all bad. We are just hoping.
So Saudi 17. 17.
17. Now Robert Sanchez say.
Robert Sanchez. So Sanchez be 14. 15.
Ken. Ade akoso with Chelsea no a serious case
aseme
hwe coach no say Abramovich ankene ya pamu coach no kana dwono krombe pamo no how on net say coach ma hye team hwe ma meka asem cho eye 1-0 no ena sa de ni see you 1-0 Chelsea supporters ni frustrations ni nyina say Man City ahye omne Man City na pre Champions League slot Newcastle were 2 games at time no more 2 games ebo Aisha free gym teams omne Manchester City for ni any Chelsea air competing nyina ahye Chelsea fans ni nim say e ka Chelsea last 4 games obebo Liverpool wo fie obeko Newcastle away obebo Manchester United wo fie okwa akowie wo Nottingham Forest Chelsea fans enim. So last 4 games na nya good ye. It is a Ubeshia, Brentford, Ipswich, Fulham, Everton. I was so share. And
coach is shady yes sir.
Etio and no about against Brentford. Ipswich town with the share. And the Chelsea are concede 1 goal. And the goal kick aba. Supporters ni wofu say nkofo no say passing from the back and yes omumpe o. Almost say passing from the back now we Robert Sanchez onyade see him passing from the back. What the ball name Levi Kwawil onye Chaloba nyade e was passing from the back. It's Chelsea far ball no. And Levi Kwawil ko start say him passing from the back no pia ball no. Opia ball no de ma Robert Sanchez na Robert Sanchez de ma toss na Darabia you. Na Darabia de ma Chaloba tio. Chaloba de ma body be di Chaloba on and o press Chaloba. And the Chaloba de ahum tie so onim yade ne ye and obobo no tum na Kopama lost the ball e we so nyade wo and akofo ne gye dom koye chance and say and another goal kick I want to supporters ni bufu yes or what master ade na wo ye ne enye ye sesano supporters aye deda ma coach ade ahom popo asesa ne tactics hey coach benye
David coach say we the Robert Sanchez necessary
dem set you say pressure na won start so mu deep na Robert Sanchez signal coach ni onya den and the coach ni say almost bosim hey supporters
I know I Chelsea
say supporters say
pressure is a philosophy
say almost bosim dia we bosim hey coach
pressure to me is a philosophy. Most of us will be a philosophy. Pressure bar. Oma bosim. Okay. Biggie.
Ken.
You didn't come boss.
Manchester United, Ken. The Manchester United problem I have seen, it looks like say wakwa to Canada. Wacha na what you be able to fufro. Oh, Kana.
Biggie.
Ken.
Biggie.
Ken.
Example Benin.
Ken Sana United problem na ye.
Example.
The bia fufuro you know. Acha na what you be we can be able Premier League matches bia. Obehu Manchester United fought for.
Okay, na sanity.
Me ba cho there bi.
Dada na emu no.
E wo vivi.
United for the ache.
Ken, seriously speaking, na kwa cool cast bi. Now it draws a lot of attentions. Near si Andrew Nana Mode Monye for Manchester United. Me Maccabi. I feel say from the level of David De Gea, any performance are not dying dino. Say David De Gea kwana Manchester United the fair goalkeeper. So also me nyadi and say me nkwa. Certainly you have to bring in somebody. The performance was so change me there. It's in a Manchester United supporter. Omo mu di football e, omo mu di game na chi ni nyina no. Expect say nka David De Gea kwana there. The goalkeeper that steps in should be way better than David De Gea. No better than Manchester United. Aside that, it is a club a world record of having good goalkeepers. It is all the goalkeeper bar. I was so beyond the modern also. Ye do nana home coma. Ye nimso nana ye mistakes are. No credit. Ye nimso nana modern more from no credit. But then again, whenever you are comparing two things, as I say, Yibako, and the kind of performance goalkeeper by in there, at dine at the end run, okay, he's making Onana look like a saint. Goalkeeper no more than so many. In your debut our Premier League mu. Yes, you Onana nyadi or the goals check. From last season, neighbor. Goalkeeper why errors in the Premier League leading to goals kasiapa Andre Onana. Why 8? Look at the number of matches at Manchester United abo. Share how many times Onana other goal post in him. Why 8 errors leading to goal. By in there Baba them in the first match. Our Premier League, in the debut in the Premier League. Why one mistake leading to goal? An error from the goalkeeper. It imagine say, when you have the number of matches Onana adana mistakes do say no by Manchester United. Oh yeah, no free one ma. The time see the United problem no move for. And now, what I saw wrong with the Manchester United team was a problem with the players on the field of play, especially Manchester United defense. They are not showing somewhere ready to remember Manchester United. Victor Lindelof is a typical example. One of the most experienced players of Manchester United. Ube Victor Lindelof. The years I was still United clearly actually. Se coach ma plan say we play execute. Near the plan ma we na ura park ne so a. E to da coach ne de wa kire wo no. Wo na wo de wa dwene kwa implement wo park ne so. Hwe kwa first one Newcastle share the first goal. Player kita ball a obebo pass without knowing where the pass was going. No odi kan adwane akọ box him. Na wa ja Alexander Isak nko ho. Ye nyambo ball no. Undi mbebia ball na ifa. Player now will mark no. What Johnny Honum. And this season, he is Newcastle United's best player. What John no honor will box in him. If he pass the buy na, ebesi Alexander Isak so no. Afei na won say abana chia bebe taki Isak. At that time Isak afa ball na wie. This is a player who is very intelligent. Your man is space. It is a ujai no afa ball ni wie. Look at the kind of pass or the mouth to Nali man ball ni say. And at that time, another inexperienced player Euro and so the nechi and the Yama player or attacking no. Eventually of our born or boy and a born say. Second goal at Manchester United concede Livramento ni Diago Dalo. Cut back ne di kan buy and I say a bar later ma go ni buy no. Me ni problem with that. But quite far so Diago Dalo eja Livramento man di ball ni BT no. Without showing any form of urgency in a game against Newcastle. You BT where we no problem. But after say you BT where we no, you have to track back as a defender. In the first half, none more than bad. But in the second half, why you have to track back as a defender, not player, not relax it. Watch me on fan say other players so. And no cover 18-yard area anymore. A cocoa that particular cross. I deal with any coach in a water catch now. The level you have gotten to. Mazraoui a football what tough from United third goal I concede here. Mazraoui to yana. Player the far ball, heavy bands a far ball. No. Look at where he picked the ball. Omu jano man the ball no run safi honum. Later, obeshe players mienum finfin. Lindelof, any Euro, finfin. They allowed him to go a ball ne share. Can these things and your coach in a better? That is why I'm saying, say the Manchester United problem. Onana the end but I know game na me who you know. I saw say these players are not serious to play for Manchester United. It's another problem. So I say, you know, Manchester United card that. Clearly. enra problem for fraba see Harry Maguire mo na ye bo mo so bo no and the Manchester United supporter bi anya ya na nka Harry Maguire ginem no obo and I am sure say United supporter bi o he bibia mpa bo say we dey nko na mra meda clearly by then to me wamo na ye world class goalkeeper
but and that's so say Isaki boy your chain in anya ball ketwa born they playing from the back and na kofa semaba ni mistake o yedi anya ball no koboche no
oboche no
and the coach na say anya bi na to Chelsea supporters catch Chelsea for some mobile nim no and you name the reason because ball na ye chene ne de turn net bi enu na free no
and
so no you saves ni bi
that is why I've talked about
coach
it any defenders
no coach say on pass and on pass na nko yi
into one pass in the year anything that because the coach any more plan na you executing we are problem no how to execute the plan gina who player na ko gina park na so
you say the monsi mu na be say babo mo
so Watara start bi wa I'm sure no Watara nya
has it monsi mu dey say dey say no na be ko
it's for me there are a lot of problems in the Manchester United team. It needs a holistic approach omontenase no mo hwe kwan be fa so omdi team ne be fa so because I am sure they have given up on this particular season. And intina coach ne dey na adwen and attention akọ Europa no so no because he feels that is the only way or the Champions League. Na afi wanya abotre e dey ahihye ni team no. Ken kakra bi on e Arsenal. Me hwe Arsenal ne Brentford ni bi. Na ade ba akọ a me hu ya mani gye ye say in almost every game I obehwe after certain key players a player wa Arsenal no Arteta tries to build an all-round team. Thomas Partey na a right back on the day. Partey on several occasions no kremijitum. But what require fast for Arsenal a goal against Brentford. Time a counter attack by most of the time. Nka obenya players are omo forward line players. And nka omo call for the run. But in this instance, Declan Peke ball it was Thomas Partey.
Alright.
Yes. Player any usual of him. So no be take that kind of step. And they take that step and eventually pass in the corner, he was able to execute it. Madrid for the casa, Thomas Partey to so casa. The confidence in the Arsenal camp is growing. Now me feel some commit me at the 3 maximum points to build the momentum to play the Real Madrid game. Unfortunately, yes, but at least that kind of performance I mean, and the all-round team and Mikel Arteta air building, Jakub Kivior, who has been a bench warmer, any opportunity, but and in every game he plays, he gives you something good to talk about. And I believe say on Wednesday we are in to watch something good between Real Madrid and Arsenal. That draw, and Madrid no, I am happy say Partey no match because these are players that have played to that level. Wabakwa do Champions League in the finals, and he has that kind of confidence. Or inspire other players, going into that particular game. Beautiful football on Wednesday in Shekin.
Okay, I know Biggie Meda was say Dr. Dawood, Emma Rimfi said Dawood, Heba Hospital.